Well, I think we're on now tonight, everyone. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends. Uh, so happy to have you on this beautiful Wednesday evening. My name is Nicholas Vaselli. I am the artistic director of Theater Breaking Through Barriers. And on behalf of each and every one of us, I'd like to cordially welcome all of you to Theater Breaking Through Barriers' third Hybrid Playmakers Intensive, or VPI 3. Dramaphemera. Um, yeah, I think it's been really exciting. Aside from the technical glitches we're having trying to get onto Facebook every evening, which is putting us a little bit behind, it's been really an incredible experience. We have such really, really wonderful art that we've been creating and sharing with you. We had a wonderful opening night with a play by Jared Bogard called Moment of the Senator's Time. Last night, we had a brand new play by Anne Marie Morelli, actually a premiere and also a debut for Anne Marie with her show, Have I Got News for You? And the fun just continues. Wednesday is always hump day. Wednesday is always a great day for a great, like, fun show. And that's what we have tonight. If you were fortunate enough to see it at 7:30, welcome back, because you get a double dip of it, and that's always a treat. But if you're seeing it for the first time, then you're going to have a great time. This is a wonderful play by one of my favorites. Christopher Chan Roberson is amazing. He's just a wonderful writer, a wonderful a brilliant guy. I'm sorry, he just does so many wonderful things, and he's created some really wonderful and innovative work for us in the past, and this is no exception. It's a play called TEEF, and it was directed, or is directed, by an amazing artist, Fred Backus, such a talented writer, director, musician, everything. I just love Fred so much, and he's really, I'm so happy that they're paired together for this, and we have a wonderful cast, stellar cast. We have, oh my God, Rhianna, Basore, and Christopher Imbrosciano. So, all right, I'm done talking. I'm just going to let the work speak for itself. Ladies and gentlemen, sit back, relax, and enjoy Christopher Chan Roberson's TEEF.
I hear you. I hear you. Are you okay, little Banshee Cat? I can hear you screaming all night. And I heard you the night before. And the night before that. Can you hear me? Please don't make me crawl underneath the porch, Banshee Cat. Are you there? Okay, Banshee Cat. Maybe I can bribe you to come out. Cats like bribes, right? Okay, well, I've got some cat food for you and a plate of my leftover chicken. See? See this canned food and this chicken? This might entice you to come out. Gotta love options. Ooh, this cat food. Ooh, this cat food looks tasty. I won't lie to you. I ate the chicken. I can vouch for how good it is. You won't know until you try it. Come on out, Banshee Cat, please. Oh. Oh. Hello there, Banshee. Oh, that looks very painful. Oh, no, I'm sorry, kitty. Oh, man, are you hungry? Would you like some food? Do you see what we have here? We've got canned food and chicken.
Chicken?
Yes, yes. You want some chicken?
Where?
It's right in front of you.
Where?
What do you mean, where? Are you asking if it's dark meat or white meat?
Not where chicken, where store?
I bought it at Raising Cane's. There's one near where I work.
Basic.
Basic?
Basic. Yes.
What do you mean, basic?
Yes, you. Basic.
I'm basic? I'm basic for ordering Raising Cane's.
Basic.
I can get you other chicken. You prefer, Chick-fil-A?
Auntie.
Auntie?
Auntie.
Auntie. Oh, your aunt. Auntie.
Anti-gay.
Oh, yeah, they have some controversies over their views on marriage. And that's enough for you not to eat there?
Morals.
Okay, noted. Can you eat the canned food?
Teeth.
Are you saying teeth?
Teeth.
What about your teeth?
Hurt.
Oh, Banshee, I'm really sorry. I think we gotta take you to the vet. What about it? You want me to see if I can get you to something softer? It's already mush. Maybe I could, I don't know, maybe I could make it into a smoothie? Ugh, that doesn't make any sense. Kitty, we have to get you to the vet. Your mouth is in terrible, terrible shape.
No touch!
Oh, Kitty, I'm sorry. I'm only trying to help you. You have to believe me. You're in terrible shape. If you can't eat this cat food, then what are you going to eat out in the wild?
Nothing.
You're going to starve to death.
Basic.
Kitty! Kitty, come back!
Basic. Anti. Basic.
Banshee! I took the canned food, added some water, and pureed it until it was soft as can be. No chewing required.
Crap.
Oh, come on. You didn't even try it. You don't know if it's good unless you taste it.
Name brand.
Yes, it's name brand. I know times are hard, but I don't cut corners on food. I buy Pepsi, not RC Cola. I buy 2-ply toilet paper that has the bear on it, not the Scott tissue that feels like sandpaper. This is Fancy Feast. It wasn't even on sale. No coupons involved.
Crap.
It's pork barbacoa with rice, tomatoes, and carrots. How could that not taste good? What more could you want?
Rat.
Rat? You want to eat a rat?
Rat.
A rat.
Rat.
I don't think Fancy Feast makes a rat-flavored pate. Wait a minute. That's a great question. Why don't they make cat food that tastes like rat?
Comfort.
Comfort?
Gross.
Gross. I thought you wanted it.
Gross to you.
I mean, kind of gross. What did you mean by comfort? Oh, Banshee, I'm so sorry. Please let me take you to the vet. He'll take care of you.
That man?
I don't know. It could be a woman.
Sexist?
Come on, don't say that. It was a generalization.
Heteronormative?
Oh, okay. I get it. The vet will take care of you, and they can be a man or a woman.
Non-binary.
Yes, okay, I get it. I get it. The human veterinarian will take care of you.
TEEF?
Banshee, I'm sorry to say this, but I did some research. You're an old street cat, and there's a good chance your teeth are... There's a good chance the vet will have to pull out your teeth.
The street? I won't survive.
Obviously, you couldn't be on the street anymore. I would take you in. You've been living under my porch for over a week. I'll take care of you.
Why?
What do you mean, why? You need help. I can help you. I've got plenty of room.
Street?
You couldn't live on the street anymore. If you come inside... Are you okay?
No! Not okay!
Come inside. We'll go to the vet in the morning.
Quiet! You won't hear me!
That doesn't solve anything.
Solve your problem.
I don't have a problem.
My pain. My noise.
I don't care about the noise. I care about you.
You don't! It's comfort! I make you uncomfortable!
Don't say that. That's not true.
Cat food, rat flavored. Feed cats the food you want, not the food we need.
I don't have any ulterior motive. I'm just trying to help you. The closest thing to being cared for is to care for someone else. Carson McCullers. We make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. Do unto others what you would that men should do unto you. Even so also unto them. John 4:18.
Matthew 7:12. Your quote is wrong. Chick-fil-A closed on Sundays. Go to church. Basic, stupid, sexist.
Bitchy, go to hell.
Human, where are you? Are you at Raising Cane's? Human, it's going to rain. I should go soon. Go and not come back. Too much hurts. Go under the porch and will fill up with water. Human, I'm going to leave. You won't hear me. You won't hear my pain anymore.
Are you here to make fun of me?
A gift before I go.
Good God, that's a dead rat.
You have one already?
It's a thoughtful gift. Thanks. Did you say you were leaving?
Yes.
Can I ask you a question before you go?
Why?
Why did you come here in the first place?
I don't know, human.
My name is Robert.
I don't know, Robert. Moth.
Moth?
Moth to flame.
You came because something drew you here?
Porch.
There are plenty other homes around here with porches. You chose this one. You came here for 7 days straight. What are you not telling me?
TEEF?
Maybe you were looking for some help? Maybe you were looking for someone to... Been hearing you cry for over a week. When the vet told me they'd probably have your teeth removed, my heart stopped. I'm going to say it, and you're not going to believe me, but for the first time in my life, I understood the expression, this is going to hurt me more than it's going to hurt you. I don't want to hurt you. But I am willing to drag your crusty ass to the doctor to take care of you. It's going to cost me a fortune, and I'm going to have to change my entire life for the near future. But I'm going to do it.
The problem with communication is the illusion it took place.
George Bernard Shaw.
Illusion.
Illusion?
Illusion.
We're not actually having a conversation, are we?
Which one of us is not actually talking?
I don't know. I'm gonna force you to go to the vet. You can be as angry as you want. In any relationship, you can be right or you can be happy. You can be as angry as you want with me in my warm house while I feed you food through a syringe.
Fight me.
Banshee, you've got a mouthful of rotting teeth, and that rat you gave me wasn't even something you killed. I had it trapped several days ago and threw it out. You're in no condition to fight back.
Fight!
I'd rather be right than happy with you.
Fight!
You did this. This is on you, you miserable animal.
Basic! Raising Cane Basic!
Oh, the best part of this is I get to see it twice, and it just gets better every time. You guys, that was wonderful. I love the music choice was just perfect. Just set the perfect tone for this wonderful, happy little fairy tale. You guys, wonderful work. I apologize right up front for the delays we've been having with Facebook. This is a personal thing that we have been duking it out behind the scenes. We're going to get this thing fixed, but we still managed to get on, and it worked out. So thank you. Thank you all so much.
I have a question for Chris. Why are Chris Roberson?
Okay.
Why you pick that flavor?
Why did you pick a rat? I'm sorry, Tucker. What were you asking?
Why did you pick a rat flavor? I thought cats love salmon or chicken.
Well, that's a good question. I think, do you want to answer that, Chris? Like, why? I guess he wants to know why you chose, like, why did Banshee prefer rat over salmon or chicken? Is that right, Tucker?
Yeah.
People make weird choices. People like what they like. Maybe that's part of
Yeah.
the additional commentary that, like, why do you like this? People like what they like, and do we question it? Or maybe that's where we exert our authority or our positionality or our ableism, where it's like, I know what you like, or I know this. But I think it just sounds disgusting. Yeah, I'll go
Yeah.
with that. It's
And
gross.
I also think because Banshee's like a street cat, feral cat, rat seems, you don't find a lot of chicken or salmon on the street. So yes, rat would be the preferred cuisine of a street cat. It's just so funny. I mean, I want to start using the word basic as a good insult for people going forward. It's just so beautifully handled. You guys, this is so much, it's such a fun piece. I hope you guys had fun performing it, and I'd like, I don't know, can you share any like little discussions or tidbits you had during your rehearsal process? Did you have fun with it? Did we get very analytical and discuss, very specific, like, let's talk about this. And I'm curious about how this process went through. And I'm starting with you guys, the actors first, because then I want to go to Fred and ask it.
So I'm a super like text nerd. I love text analysis. So I spent a lot of time the day of our first like blocking rehearsal, not our read through when Chris would be there, but like, when we were like in the space working. And so I had all these ideas and I had all of these sort of like angles in, but I didn't know and I wasn't sure. And so I came into the rehearsal and lovely Fred is like, are there any questions? I'm like, yeah, what is this play about? And he's like, oh, we're starting there. And so we probably spent the first hour like really like, but then this, and what do you think about that? And so then we got it on its feet, and it then became quite granular because, I'm a sort of a top-down kind of a thinker. And so it was like, okay, like what's the organizing principle? And then we can chop out the moments. And so I was really appreciative that they let my curious mind go first, because I had so many questions that I needed to know before I could even really make performance questions. And they were both so gracious to let me really spend a lot of time in the exploratory pool to begin with.
Perfect casting for Banshee Cat. My God, really, that's like perfect casting. And how about you, Christopher.
I think to just piggyback off what Rhianna was saying is like that, but that having that amount of discussion about the play before really diving into it is sort of embedded like all these really lovely layers of these characters that we were like sort of unknowingly building throughout that conversation of just like what if, and like is he having this conversation, who's having this conversation. I don't know, I think it just like it slightly like marinated the play in a way that like if had we just been like let's read it and dig in right away, it might not have had the same effect. So I think that was really fun and really interesting. And yeah, it's just a really fun play. It was like the last time I worked with Chris, he simulated someone getting hit by a car in his play. So I was just glad that he didn't ask me to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a great play too. I mean, because we were really doing a lot of experimental stuff. We have another wonderful actor, Patrick O'Hare, who was in that, and he had to carry a cell phone with him, and he had to get hit by a car, and the phone had to go like flying. And
it was incredible. It worked really well, but like it's such a genius idea and challenging task.
Yeah.
That I was definitely not up for. So it all worked out perfect.
It was great. It really was. What I will say what I love about this play and why I wanted it sort of in the middle of all of the plays of at least the virtual plays. I think if we were to go back and look at all of our past virtual intensives, it seems that the work really fit the times that everybody was in and everybody was feeling. Okay. And I think that all of these projects become like those wonderful little, drop markers in time. If we go back and look at them, we can say, oh yeah, I remember what we were going through at the time, and the plays kind of reflect that. And so a lot of the work that you will see in the coming days there's some that have great humor, some of them that tend to be maybe a little darker. They all tend to, I guess, reflect in a way the times that we are currently finding ourselves in right now. What I love about this play is it does that, but it's just so fun and adorable that it's just such a great way of getting that information, but in a lighter way. And I think that that's really beautiful, really wonderful. I don't know, Fred, tell me, talk to me here. Tell me about this.
Well, I think the thematic discussions we had were necessary, and I wanted to have them too, Rhianna. It wasn't just for you. I think we were all on the same page there. What I love about Chris's writing is he creates sort of there's messaging in his writing, but he also creates a scaffolding for you to imbue your own ideas into it. Like Rhianna had an idea that her character was dying, which hadn't occurred to me. I don't know if it occurred to the playwright, but it imbued it with all this intention, right? And I guess having that sort of intellectual conversation first, even though it takes away time from like say it this way, say it that way, it gives actors a chance to be more of a part of the collaborative creative process. I know I, as an actor, absolutely hate it when there are no discoveries to be made, where the director says, do this, do that, do this. This is what it's about. The playwright says, this is what it's about. Some plays are more straightforward and there's less discussion to be had. But thankfully, this wasn't one of them. So I welcome that chance to have those discussions. And I think it gave it a lot of nuance and layers. Definitely.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Fred. I think that's great. And I appreciate that very much, because I think part of everything that we try to do in this whole intensive process, and sometimes it's very successful, sometimes it's not at all successful, and then there's always the middle ground as well. But it's that idea that when you are sort of randomly paired together, you're a team. You're like a collaborative team. I don't want the actors to write the play for the playwright. I don't want the director to have to act for the actors. I want everyone to do their jobs. But when you know that it's that you're all a part of this, and like the work is being written for you, and you know, all of your ideas and input become very important and valid. It allows you to invest in it more, and it makes it's not just another job. It's fun. I mean, it should be fun. So I hope that I'm assuming that you had fun, only because if you didn't, then I mean, all I saw in this work was that it was great. It was just a really great experience. A lot of you know, good.
I hope they had fun too. I had fun.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, when you wrote this, Chris, did you? I mean, do you feel as the playwright that it was well served?
Well, what I've always enjoyed, and I'll start by saying thank you again for the opportunity to collaborate. That the process is you go in and you meet with the team of actors and the director, and you develop something. So I was very happy to say that I had just blank slate, and I was open to hear what people had to say. And this whole real crux of the story was a story that Rhianna told, right? So I think for me, at the very core of things, I'm looking for the truth. And this is based off of a true story about a cat that was under a porch and was not doing well, and hard decisions had to be made. And I always love the idea that you allow room for people to, you allow for symbolism, allow for the audience to write the additional parts of the story. So, it's very freeing to not know what you're doing. It's very freeing to kind of hit the ball in the air and like, I think someone else is going to spike it. And it becomes a team effort when you have trust. I was really just happy also that I agree with you that, I think things should be rooted in the moment. And I hope that someone can watch this years from now, and it speaks to what's happening in 2025. It speaks to the angers and speaks to concerns people have. I like it when things are, that can be a good thing or a bad thing when something's representative of the time. But I think it's great. It's a little time capsule, and especially too, if we're talking about ephemera, it's like, oh wait, we held on to this. I thought we are going to get rid of this. I thought this was disposable. I thought this wasn't something that was going to survive the ages. So yeah, I really loved the collaboration. I tried to make sure that people had an opportunity to add something. And again, I think that's why at the end I like the truth of it, because people put something from themselves in it to make it feel real, as absurd as it was.
Yeah, oh, it's great. I think that's really amazing. And I do agree in the fact that even though the work it has that an ephemeral quality to it, I think it's really wonderful when you can watch something and take something, like really take something from it, even if people watch this tomorrow, or they watch it next week, or they watch it next year. It's so funny. I went back and started looking at some of the earlier, like the first virtual intensive we did back in 2020, and to see how it stands up to time, and the work still stands up. I mean, when you put it in the backdrop of where we were in the world, and it just started with the pandemic and everything, it makes sense that that play or that collection of plays happened at that time. But the human condition within those plays is something that remains timeless, I think. And that is really special. I wanted it this, we had all, when we started doing this years ago, the whole point was we want to be able to create something that can be, if nothing else, a jump off point for writers, to give writers an opportunity to write for our artists, to write specifically for our company, for artists with performers with disabilities, because a lot of times writers feel a little reticent, because they think, oh, what if I get it wrong? I don't want to misrepresent. I don't want, and it's like, well, and even though you can say that, don't worry about that. Just tell your story. Don't worry about you're not going to make a mistake. if you make a mistake, somebody will tell you long before anyone sees it. Unless you're writing specifically about a very specific disability and you need to know like specific information, don't worry about it. You're right for if you're writing for the artist, you're writing for the artist, and the disability is just one part of that artist. So that's a lesson that I think you have to experience rather than hear someone tell you about it. And it has served us so well, because in the end, now there's so many writers that just feel comfortable to say, oh yeah, sure, I know, no problem. You say it's just like writing for anybody else, or any other situation. People don't, you have to experience that to know it, I think.
But it's this process, particularly, I think, of gathering the randomness together also really, the random groupings really, makes that happen. It gives people a chance. Christopher, his character, he decided was really lonely. There's nothing explicit in the text with that either, right? And I don't know that if the audience necessarily gets those motivations, but if you bring those motivations, it just adds to the depth of the piece. And that's actors bringing their creative ideas to the process, in their performance.
Yeah. It's really, really exciting to see to see all this come together. And and then then it's nice to challenge writers too, to say, oh, okay, now that you've written this play virtually, how can we if we wanted to do this on stage, how do we do that? Is that possible? There's some plays that we've done that you can't really, if you wanted to put it on stage, you really couldn't do it without adding screens and adding a little more high tech. I'd just be curious to sort of, maybe not just this play, but a lot of plays. It's always trying to get writers to broaden that a little bit. I always, it's just inspiring to see all the wonderful stories that come back. It feels like a great gift personally to me to be able to work with such really incredibly gifted artists.
It was, thinking also too, I think this is my like 6th or 7th collaboration, which has been great. But the very first one that I did, it was characters that were in a Zoom conference room. They were coworkers, because that's what you use Zoom for. So that's why the second one, I had, people, poor Patrick was out in the street. I was like, wait, I got to break out. I got to do this. And even the collaboration with Fred, it was the placement of where characters were very specific, where it's like, oh, actually, we need to do this. So it's great that the medium has flexibility to allow for, it's not, we talked about this before, not quite theater, not quite film. Theater, it's live, and every single time it's this different organism. But the fact that with Zoom I can see multiple people at the same time, or just like it's both head-on angles. There's something very, very different, very new, and there's room for it. There's space for it. There's surprisingly, I thought like, oh, this would be fun, and second collaboration, third collaboration. Oh, it keeps on going. So the fact that we're still doing this, wow, like there's room, there's opportunities. I can't wait to see what 2 years from now, 3 years from now are going to be.
Yeah, thank you. I agree. And not that I want to make this a wonderful, commercial for Zoom itself, but they've really updated their technology so much that it's become a lot more flexible. I remember in the beginning, you didn't have the ability to manipulate images around the screen. They just popped up where they popped up, and now you can adjust that. There were
we could have turned Rhianna into a cartoon cat, we realized, but we decided not to.
I don't even want to get into the AI. AI is a crazy, crazy thing, and I'm excited about it and scared about it at the same time. I think once again, I think it's a great tool. I hope we are able to find the place where it remains a good and useful tool, and we don't become, Terminator territory. but I think it's exciting. And I think I would love to experiment with next year. Like what we've done before in the past is we've done our Playmakers Intensive, where we will get plays, and then there's another thing that we do called our Playmakers Redux, where we'll take some of our shows over the past intensives and say we want to develop these further, and we'll put them on a stage, and we'll actually have like 5 performances in front of an audience, that type of a thing. I'd like to try to do something similar to that with our virtual plays, like plays that we know are virtual. It would be really hard to not do these plays anywhere else but here, and really play around with the, talk to the writers and directors and say, how can we manipulate this so that it becomes like we're fine tuning it and making it better. Maybe there's something in the writing that needs to be tweaked. Maybe it's, but I think it would be fun to play around with that. So that's a thought coming soon, that we can maybe go forward with it. So I hope that you'll all participate in that. And of course, if you're here, I'd love to work with you in New York, always. But if you're not here, then this is the next best thing. So there we are. Does anyone else have any final thoughts? Because it's now 9:20, and I am so grateful to you for all your incredible talent. Anyone? Thank you. Remember, Raising Cain is basic, and Chick-fil-A is, what is it? What is Chick-fil-A? Forgive me.
Anti-gay.
Anti-gay. It's anti, yeah. Such a great, it's so brilliant. I loved it. Incredible work, you guys. Thank you so much. And thank all of you for watching, for tuning in, and for bearing with us during our technical little glitches. We hope you enjoyed tonight's show. It's really, really exciting. You can always watch it again. It will still be on our feed tomorrow, as well as the other shows that we did on Monday and Tuesday. So we hope you'll be able to tune in and watch those as well. We have shows all week until Saturday virtually, and then on Sunday we're doing our big live broadcast of 6 shows in front of an audience, which we will also be simulcasting here as well. So we hope you will stay with us. It's all fun. It's free. It's free and so wonderful to share. Tomorrow we have an incredible show by Farida Pasha. I love Farida. Another brilliant mind and such a wonderful writer, as well as actor, does everything. And she wrote a wonderful play called Time to Wonder, Do I Dare? So we'll be showing that 7:30 on YouTube, 8:30 here on Facebook. It is directed beautifully by Estrella Tamez, who was on in Anne-Marie's show last night. And you will also have Summer Carbucha and Brie Klauser as the 2 stars for that show. So if you'll join us, in the meantime, have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for being a part of our work. Go to our website. Check out what else we're doing. If you really love us, click the donate button. We can always use your support, and you then become what we call a partner in our art. So we hope that you'll be encouraged to do that. Have a wonderful evening, all. Thanks so much. Thank you, guys. Good night.
Bye, Rhianna. Nice working with you. Bye, everybody else.
It was a pleasure, my friend. Until next time.
Take care, my love.
Good night, guys. It's great.
Bye.
All right, thanks.
Good night, all.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you for
much.
everything.
Oh, thank you, Fred. You're the best. Really, so wonderful. Will you be around? Are you going to come to the show on Sunday?